Noah was told by God to build an ark. This ark would hold every type of animal on earth, as well as Noah and his immediate family. Because Noah obeyed God, humanity and animals were saved from the impending flood. However, the mystery as to what happened to the ark remains to this day. Where did it rest, and are there fragments of it around today? Let's dig deeper as we explore the history behind Noah's Ark in this episode of the Faith and Mystery Files. To begin, let's take a closer look at the biblical account of Noah's Ark. In Genesis 6, the Bible begins this account by stating that humans began to multiply and increase on the earth. However, mankind started living against the Lord and wholeheartedly went after sin. God was going to destroy the wicked from the earth. Only Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. Because of this, God told Noah to build a massive ark or ship. This ark was to be made large enough to contain 2 of every animal type and Noah's family, his wife, his sons, and his daughters-in-law. Before this point, Noah did not have any sons. We see this stated in Genesis 5:29 through 32. His sons were basically an additional sign that the flood would take place, and God would do what he said he would do. When Noah's sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth were born, Noah continued building the ark, most likely by himself. As his sons grew, they probably helped their father. They had seen him work on the ark throughout their entire lives and believed that God wanted him to build it. During that time, the sons met and married their wives. Noah was 500 years old when God told him to build the ark. When it was completed, he was 600 years old. An entire 100 years had passed. God told Noah that there were 7 days left before the flood. This was for all the animals to get into the ark. Noah and his family moved their belongings into the vessel as well. After the 7th day, it began to rain. Water from underground also erupted. Noah and his family, as well as the last of the animals, went on board, and the Lord closed the door to the ark. For 40 days and nights, rain poured down, and the waters continued to rise. It is stated that the waters exceeded about 22 feet over the mountains. After 40 days, the rain ceased, and the waters began to slowly recede. But the earth remained flooded for about 150 days after that. Noah and his family stayed on the ark for almost a full year. The Bible states in Genesis 8:4 that the ark rested on the mountains of Ararat. In Genesis 8:13, it says that Noah had to remove the covering off the ark so that his family and the animals could get out. Afterwards, Noah built an altar and made a burnt offering. That is when the Lord sent a rainbow, the first recorded rainbow, as a sign that he would not destroy the earth with a flood again. Now that we know the biblical account, let's take a look at what the ark may have looked like. There were specific measurements that God gave to Noah on how the ship should be. The following were the dimensions given. The ark was to be 300 cubits, about 450 feet in length, 50 cubits, about 75 feet in width, 30 cubits, about 45 feet in height. It has been said that with these measurements, the ark would have been about a third of the size of the Titanic. It would have been able to carry approximately 250 railroad cars, and is said to have many rooms with about 3 levels. At the top of the ship, there was to be about a 1.5-foot window in which Noah sent out the dove and raven. The ark was made of gopher wood. Not much is known about gopher wood, which is why some suggest that the wood could be cypress, cedar, or squared timber. It could also be a tree that is no longer in existence. Nevertheless, this wood was to be pitched with materials that would prevent water from seeping in. But what are the theories as to where the ark is today? The Bible states that Noah's ark rests on the mountains of Ararat. Many have thought that it refers specifically to Mount Ararat. yet Mount Ararat consists of a more complex mountain system than just one mountain peak. Mount Ararat is located in Turkey and contains actually two mountain peaks, which are approximately 7 miles apart from each other. The large peak is known as Great Ararat, while the smaller of the two is called Little Ararat. Another interesting fact to note is that Mount Ararat is a volcanic massif, basically making it a volcano, or specifically, a stratovolcano. The mountain builds when the volcano erupts, creating layers of molten rock. However, this volcano is no longer active. The last report of Mount Ararat erupting was on July 2, 1840. Interestingly, the eruption was followed by a massive earthquake that had a magnitude of about 7.4. There are also several accounts from different nations and countries depicting Mount Ararat as the foundation of all humans throughout history. Many Armenians live near Mount Ararat and are said to have been directly descended from Noah and the families that originated after the flood. Persians also attest to the account of having origins beginning at Mount Ararat. Nearly every culture has a history involving a worldwide flood. Throughout the years, there have been several theories as to where the ark rested. Most of these theories deal with the vessel being on or near the top of the Great Mount Ararat. However, more recent searches may have located the resting place of the ark. In 1959, an area on the lower section of Mount Ararat was located that had the indentation of the bottom of a large ship. Researchers, including Ron Wyatt, began to take a closer look at the area. The location was soon known as Durupinar. It was named after the Turkish captain who first discovered the site, Captain İlhan Durupinar. Reports state that Ron Wyatt found several artifact pieces around the area, including centuries-old laminated wood and metal woodworking tools. Measurements made of the site are very similar to that of the Ark. Archaeologists have also stated that the lines found within the ridges are parallel, noting that this is something that wouldn't be seen naturally in nature. However, skeptics say that it's just a natural geologic formation. Yet there is one crucial finding that is not at other locations which has been researched, and that is the findings of large anchor stones. These stones were found scattered right next to and near the Durupinar site. Stones like these were used in biblical times to keep a ship or vessel steady through the water while at sea. On these particular stones, there are sketches of various images and signs, many of which include animals and crosses. Stones with these types of patterns have not been found elsewhere. Is this the true location of Noah's Ark? What do you think? Thank you so much for watching this episode of the Faith and Mystery Files. If you liked this episode, please click the like button, subscribe to our channel, and share this video with others. If you have any mysteries you'd like us to look into, share your ideas in the comments below. Thank you again, and may God bless you.